I took Priya's design portfolio, her actual work, her name half scraped off, my cover letter stapled to the front, and I sent it to the agency we both wanted. She didn't find out for 3 weeks. By then, they'd already called me back. Okay, so before you decide you already know everything, just let me talk. We worked at the same mid-size firm, Priya and me. Same department, same pay grade, same dead-end ceiling. We'd been friends, real friends. Lunch every Tuesday, covered each other's shifts when one of us needed to leave early. I'm saying that because it matters.
Oh, the friendship speech. Already? That's impressive. Tell them about the Google Drive, Maya. Go ahead, tell them.
We shared a Google Drive for work stuff because we collaborated. That was a normal thing we did. And yes, her portfolio was in there. She'd shared it with me months before because she wanted my feedback on the layout. That is not a crime.
Not a crime. Okay, so downloading it, removing my name from the footer, sorry, half scraping it off, as you said, and emailing it to Harlow Creative as your work sample is what exactly? A clerical error.
I didn't present it as mine, exactly. I sent it as a sample of the kind of work I could facilitate. I framed it as directorial, like I'd been overseeing that campaign style.
You wrote, and I have the email. Please find attached a selection of my recent work. My recent work. Want me to read the whole thing because I have it.
Okay, fine, that was sloppy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you the wording was perfect. But here's what you're leaving out. You told me you weren't applying there. You looked me in the eye at that Tuesday lunch and said, Harlow's not really my vibe. I think I'm going to try Meridian instead. You said that.
I said I was nervous about Harlow. That is a completely different sentence, and you know it. I said I didn't think I was good enough for them yet. That's not permission, Maya. That's insecurity. You heard a door crack open and you kicked it down.
Look, maybe I heard it differently. Maybe I told myself it was different because I needed it to be. I know how that sounds, but I had been at that firm for 4 years, 4 years. And every quarter they'd pass me over for the senior role and give it to someone who'd been there 18 months. I was suffocating. And Harlow was the only place I'd wanted to work since I got out of school.
And I hadn't wanted it. I'd been at that firm 3 years. 3 years of watching them look through me in every meeting. But here's the thing, I was building something real. Those pieces in that portfolio, that rebranding campaign, the transit series, the type system I spent 4 months on, I was proud of that. I was finally proud of something I made, and you took it.
I know that, and for what it's worth, they didn't actually offer me the job because of the portfolio. They said the interview itself was what did it. The portfolio was just the door in.
The door ins, you hear yourself, and my work was your door in. And then when I found out, when I finally applied to Harlow myself 2 months later, and their creative director said, and I'm paraphrasing, oh, we actually just filled that role with someone who had a very similar aesthetic to yours, I thought I was losing my mind. It took me another week to put it together. I went back through the drive. I saw you downloaded the whole folder at 11 p.m. on a Thursday, 2 days before the application deadline.
I should have told you, I know that. I've known that since the second I hit send. And every time you texted me that week, how's the job hunt, any bites, I felt sick. I did, that's not nothing.
You felt sick and you still showed up to lunch. You still let me vent about wanting to leave. You looked at me and said, something will come through for you. You're so talented. You said that while you were already there, using my talent.
That one I can't come back from that one. That was bad. That was genuinely bad of me and I'm not going to spin it. I was scared. I was in it already and I didn't know how to get out. And being kind to you felt like, I don't know, like I was still the person I thought I was, even though I wasn't.
So the kindness was for you, not for me.
Yeah, probably. I hate that that's the honest answer, but it probably is. And I still think, and I know this is going to make you furious, I still think that if you'd applied first, you would have gotten it. You're better than me. You've always been better than me. I just stopped waiting for that to matter.
That is the most backhanded apology I have ever received in my life. You're better than me? Great, thank you. So glad we cleared that up. I'll put it on my wall next to the job I didn't get.
I'm not trying to, I'm just saying, I didn't do it because I thought I was more deserving. I did it because I was desperate and because the door was open and I told myself a story that let me walk through it. I know what it was. I know who I was in that moment. I just don't know what to do with that now.
You want to know what I did with it? I rebuilt the portfolio. I added 6 new pieces. I reapplied to Harlow 8 months later, different role, different team. They brought me in. I don't know yet if I'll get it. But if I do, my name will be on every single thing in that folder.
Good, that's genuinely good, I'm glad. And I'm at Harlow and I'm good at the job, for the record. But I also think about you every time someone compliments the Transit series, because I still have it on my desktop. I never deleted it.
Delete it, Maya.
So that's where we are. She might get the job, I already have it. And the only thing sitting between us now is a folder on a desktop I can't make myself close. I don't know what that says about me. I think I do actually. I just don't want to say it. What would you have done? Tell me in the comments, and I mean that honestly because I've been asking myself for 8 months and I still don't have a clean answer. If someone you know needs to hear this one, send it. And there's another confession coming soon. Don't miss it.